So like I was in the media center, they all came in for the drivers meeting, then they kick us out of the media center for the
Oh,
drivers
really?
meeting. Yeah, they wouldn't let media in stay,
That's
which
interesting.
I don't care that much,
Right.
But like, dude, Tony Stewart, like, first of all, there's two doors at the media center at Eldora. One's out front,
Right.
one's into the middle where like the concession stands, the bathrooms are.
Mhm.
And me and Matt Alloway are sitting there, kind of watching, waiting,
Maybe they get Matt Alloway in one.
Yeah, there's a celebrity for you.
Hey,
Um,
you
so
could do it.
the door out front, that's the one they all walked in. Me and Matt are sitting there going, if they were smart, if they could go to the one in the center and then they go out the end, and that's where their hospitality area was, they could be right there.
I gotcha.
Where do they come out at? There's like 70, 80 fans standing there waiting for
Oh,
him
yeah,
to
I
come
bet.
out of the media center. Waltrip walks out. I think he's nice enough, sign some autographs out. And they kind of come out in waves. I thought Tracy come out, Ilio. But then Stewart walks out and like 40 people just
Oh,
swarm
I'm
him.
sure.
Well, he comes out of the door, turns right, kind of walks down the building with the Ford Raptor pace trucks there. And like 40 people are swarming. I actually got some pictures I can show you. And he's running to that pace truck. So he signed like 2 autographs quick and jumped in it and took off. And there was another time. So like, this is one thing I'll say, it's like, I can't help but sympathize for the guy, for Tony Stewart. Another time all the trailers are
Oh,
lined
yeah.
up with the cars. He's walking along the back of the cars to go back into his hospitality area. Obviously he owns the track, so he's been busy all day.
Right, exactly.
So he's walking behind
And
the
he's
cars.
still busy trying to get the series
Yes.
going and the track.
And race, by the
Yeah,
way.
and race.
So he's coming to walk out like where the SRX trailer is, their officials trailer, and like 4 guys walk up and they're like, "Oh, so can you sign?" And he's walking fast because he's trying to get somewhere.
Right.
And he's like, "Guys, I'm sorry." He's like, "I'm racing tonight. I just don't have time, And I'm thinking, great. So this is one of those moments where someone's gonna go online.
Tony Stewart blew us off. He's a dick.
He was a complete dick, arrogant asshole. To me, I'm like, I'm watching a guy who's racing that night.
Yeah.
Because if that was my Uncle Bill, he wouldn't have been that nice about it.
Right.
It would have been some F-bombs involved, And again, like me and you guys that have been around racing, we know like when drivers are in the zone like that, you can't bug them.
I seen it one time in Fort Wayne at Coliseum at the Rumble, which by the way is going to be a great event. The Rumble.
If someone would want to sponsor that, how do they do that, Duane?
They can get hold of Dwayne Hancock. They can get her the Dirt Nerds page.
Yeah.
Or
the Rumble
on
page.
The Throttle page, Rumble page, any page.
Anyway.
Of ours. But yeah, so we're standing there and I'm taking a piss. There's a couple empty spots. So Smokey comes up. He's like 2 stalls down from me taking a piss. And he's taking a piss. And a guy beside him starts taking a piss and is asking him for an autograph why they're both pissing. I was like, wow. Like, are you serious? And he handled it way better than I would have. I said, dude, you probably would have got sued, but I said, I would have just turned over my dick in my hand, pissed right on his shoes and being like, hey, what? What'd you say? And just pissed all over him. But it's like,
yeah,
it's like, come on, use some common sense. I mean, I did. I still can't believe it to this day. It's seriously, it's like, why?
And it's funny because like,
are you really that stupid?
We see that, and it's amazing to me because I see that happen with all these drivers. People are just swarming them, and I'm like, if you want Tony Stewart's autograph, find an all-star race he's going to be racing at, because I guarantee.
Or wait till after the race.
Well, but like even like the races we're at with him all the time when he's racing, like he drives around, walks around in the stands, nobody bugs him,
right?
And if you ask him for an autograph, he'd gladly do it. Done deal.
Take pictures with. I seen take all kind of pictures with people at all-star shows.
And it's like when you say all kinds of people, it's really not that many,
right?
People,
right? I don't mean thousands a night, but if somebody comes up, we'll do it.
And like Bobby Labonte, he was standing out by the car with a pen in his hand, and someone walks up, he'd say, hey, come here, sign our autograph. And obviously the demand for him was a little lower than others, which because he's been gone a little longer, but I just felt bad for some of those guys, and like Elio, always with a smile, but graciously maybe he has to deny somebody, but
especially being a 4-time Indy winner. I'm sure
the reigning winner too on top of it. So I think everyone handled it well. It's just one of those where I see that and I'm like, okay, that's a guy getting ready to race tonight.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have the balls to bug him, and I hope nobody sees something posted about he's a dick, he fucking he's
every time like that I've had
shoulder. It's like, come on.
I've had drivers say, it's like, dude, I can't come. I'm getting ready for the race. This is what I'm making my living at. Granted, this deal's a little different. They're not making their living at it, but still, But I've had this like, dude, what if I come on, if you're working a factory and I come to your assembly line while you're, you know, you got to do parts quota, you got to do 1,000 parts a day and you're at like 800. I'm in, hey, time out. Wow. You know, can I have your autograph? Hey, you know, he goes, can't do that. Your work.
I mean, and we all know I'm a Tony Stewart fan, right? Like he was the guy I rooted for in NASCAR back when NASCAR was
Did you get his
quality.
autograph?
I did
Saturday?
not, but I would be honest if I felt like he was like a dick to me.
Did you bake him some cupcakes?
No,
oh.
To me, he wasn't rude at all. He was
Right.
He was in the zone. Like I said, he owns the track, he owns the series, he's racing, he's got hospitality. I mean, he's got a lot of shit to worry about.
Yes, yeah, 100 things going on.
And it was clear he was in, you know, he was on the move for a reason. He was, you know, trying to get somewhere. And
right.
So if anybody sees anything about anything like that, you know, take it with a grain of salt.
It's always that way. Every time I see one of those, it's like, okay, what was the situation? I mean,
exactly.
Ever since I seen that time, that guy asking when Smoke was taking a piss, I was like, dude, it's like, come on. I mean,